Good morning. Ciao. I wanted to say hi and surprise you by dropping into your inbox today on Sacred Sunday. If you have been following me, you may remember why and how I started the Sacred Sunday blog. And it's really in honor of my mom and her legacy and how she really inspired me to begin teaching this idea and this actual karma yoga, the action of living your legacy every day, and how it's really become such an important teaching for what she gave me and for myself, and how I'm imparting that to all of you. So I thought it was appropriate to say hello and drop in physically today because Easter was my mom's favorite holiday. She also was very open and I think in many ways ahead of her time, especially for her culture and her background. She was so open-minded and so open-hearted. And so on Easter, we had all the holidays. We had so many different people that would share a table with us from different religions, different backgrounds. So she particularly loved this holiday, I think, for the foods, and also because what it represented symbolically, that it was a time of rebirth, a time of inspiration, and a time of hope, a hope for that something could be new, something could be different. And while we're in this sheltering in time that I'm choosing to call sheltering up, it's really a time to honor those things within ourselves and in nature and what we see externally in the world. And so from that, I want to just take a little moment to give you a little bit of a teaching on what I'm calling sheltering up. I don't believe that sheltering up means that we will not have moments or many moments of feeling anxious or afraid or angry or sad. In fact, we will. I believe that we should honor those moments and honor those emotions, because if we don't, that's just totally spiritual bypassing and just creating more BS. So honor what you're feeling, and sheltering up is fortifying yourself, nurturing yourself, really becoming aware of the thoughts that are swirling in your head, the emotions that are arising. And while these are difficult times, and we don't really have control of the external, we do have control of how we behave, the actions that we take, the choices that we're making in our homes, and when we choose to go outside in the ways that we're able to do that. And so sheltering up has so many layers. It's first of all the layer of fortifying and nurturing and sheltering up ourselves, you. And how do you do that? Through yoga, through song, through dance, through cooking, through connecting with your loved ones. There's so many ways that we could shelter up, even as we allow ourselves to go through the myriad of emotions, to really play with that. Our emotions are actually called rasas, and it's the yoga of rasas. It's the yoga of texture, of flavor. It's what influences and impacts the experiences of our lives. So sheltering up certainly doesn't mean to ignore everything that's happening in our inner states of being. In fact, sheltering up means to be more aware of our inner states of being and our external awareness. So I want to say, keep doing the good work. We could do hard things. We've done them before. We're doing them now, and we'll probably have to do them again. And my hope, and I know if my mama were here, my beautiful Italian mom, that she would say what she has said always: until I take my last breath, I will have hope. I will have hope for myself, for my loved ones, for this planet, for every human being that is working together and living and breathing. So here's to hope, and here's to holiness on this holy Passover time and this holy Easter time. And I want to share and close today. Having a little trouble with my technical things today, so I'm going to have to read this. It's a quote, something that Mary Oliver, the poet that I love, said. And it's so beautiful. I thought it would be a great something for you to hold on to. So if you're watching, you could close your eyes, take it in. But this is Mary Oliver's words. But I also say this, that light is an invitation to happiness. And that happiness, when it's done right, is a kind of holiness, palpable and redemptive. I'm not someone who has much to do with organized religion, but I do have a belief with the holiness of light. And in the happiness it can induce in one. I'm going to read it one more time. But I also say this, that light is an invitation to happiness, and that happiness, when it's done right, is a kind of holiness, palpable and redemptive. I'm not someone who has much to do with organized religion, but I do have a belief in the holiness of light and in the happiness it can induce in one. On this sacred Sunday, I wish you light. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you happiness. Ciao, my friends. Namaste.